Like,
they're geniuses.
Now, while this isn't any, like, it's not a big thing, and it's not anything to care about, I guess another way to look at it is in a situation where you're with a woman and then you all break up. You all divorce. You all break up. She doesn't want to be with you, but you want to be with her. So, excluding the celebrity and Kanye and Kim, but this is just a general situation. Your behavior, how is it rationalized? What's okay to do? Like, or how would you all react in a situation when you want someone who doesn't want you? Like, because that's the situation that they're in. Kanye wants Kim back. Kim is done. He wants to get his family back. He's done. He doesn't want to, do the divorce thing and all that. But how would you react in a situation normally if you're in a situation where someone don't want you, but you want them? That's the question.
Well, since Chris decided he wants to eat a mango, so just I guess to stay on topic, there's so many things that are happening that are wrong here. And yeah, can Kanye overreact a little bit? Yeah, of course it's Kanye. But is he wrong for some of the things that he wants and what he's doing? I don't think so. There, once again, his intensity of some of the things that he's doing, I don't particularly agree with. But what he's doing, I'm not saying are necessarily wrong. So, for example, his daughter's on TikTok. Was she like 9 or 10, something like that?
She's a child.
So with everything happening with child abduction, all this stuff, her being on TikTok and her being who she is, he's a man who is trying to protect his family and his children. I don't let my daughter on TikTok. She's 8. She doesn't have a TikTok. She asks me almost daily, Dad, can I get TikTok now? Well, this girl has TikTok. She has TikTok. No. I'm protecting my children because I understand she's innocent, but there are men out there who maybe just want to watch. Mm-hmm. Or maybe she'll say something about where she lives one day. It just, no. Yeah. So for Kim to basically be like, oh, well, it's my daughter. I'm watching everything. No, it's not about that. Like, Kanye is a man and he's protecting his family. So I absolutely agree with that. How he's going about it, maybe it's not the best way because of his level of intensity, but I agree. She should not be on TikTok. He moved across from her, bought a house across from her or something like that. Like, do I think that was a good idea? I mean, you shouldn't buy a house across from her. That's a little much. But
I don't see anything wrong with that. Not if you want to be close to your children.
Didn't he buy a house literally across the street?
Yeah.
Literally across the street?
Yeah.
No, that's too close.
No, it's not.
He's
a billionaire.
Okay. I think, well, let me finish. I think that him buying a house directly across the street is a little too much. Can he be on the street? I'd be okay with that. Be up the street, right? Be around the corner. Does he need to be able to open his front blinds and see into their home? No. I think that's a little...
People act like he's going to be sitting there stalking and staking out what she's doing. It's having access to your children. I see no problem with that.
That's what I'm saying. It's the intensity of that, of him being close, is too much. Can you... I mean, bro, like, I would not want my ex living directly across the street. I would not want that.
You would if you had a good, healthy relationship. And
I would not.
Co-parenting.
No, I would not. I do have a much better relationship that we can co-parent. I would not want her directly across the street. Why? I said around the block, up the street a little bit.
What does it matter? Why?
What do you mean?
Why would you want her? What's the issue?
It's about me having privacy. It's about me.
How are you not having privacy in your own home?
That's how I would feel.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's the relationship you have specifically with her. It's not the problem that she's across the street. It's that, what is she going to say? Because if y'all have a healthy friendship and you're co-parenting, she doesn't care what you're doing.
Okay. Well, at this point, they don't have that. And at the same time, even if I did, because at this point, I have a much better relationship with my children's mother, and we can co-parent. I would not want her across the street. I even had a conversation with you and said, man, you know what? If she lived in state, that'd be better. If she lived around the corner, if she lived up the street and just out of sight, I would feel better. I would have no problem with that. I don't want you across the street. That's weird.
I don't care.
I
personally wouldn't care. Like, you live wherever you want. I mean,
I'm trying to determine why. There's a reason why. Because there are people who live across the street from you. So why can't she?
Yes. Okay. Well, because just like you said, like, what if something happens at my house that I don't want her to aware of? What if I have girls coming over to the crib?
What if there's an emergency? You want to be able to rush right over there to be able to help your children.
Do I need to be across the street?
You're getting emotionally involved with the woman. You're thinking about the woman in a scenario. Think about the children. Your priority is not fuck her. You're focused on your kids. I want to be as close as possible to my kids.
Do you think that there's that big of a difference between across the street and around the corner?
Yes. There's a big difference between that because you have to think about the houses, the availability. You know, their level of their fame. They have a certain security system set up so, you know, you can protect your children and all that stuff. Like, the money that we're talking about completely different, but they're on a whole different level. Like the houses and the ranges.
Why could he not just go up the block a little bit?
Maybe there wasn't houses available there. There was one right there.
I'm not saying that I have an issue with him living close to her. That's not my issue. I just don't. I feel like it. Yes, I feel like it's weird.
Well, across the street,
like I said, it's the intensity. It's across the street.
Across the street for them. I mean, these properties are probably acres.
Okay, well then that's a completely different thing. I don't know,
but I'm just saying. I would imagine Kim lives in a house with several acres.
I would imagine so.
So it's not like right next door, like across the street.
I would not want to open my front door and be able to see what's happening inside of your house if your window's open. I think that's too close. So for me, around the block is probably across the street for them. So we're saying the same thing. But yes, there's a level of privacy that I want. Yes, there is a level of I don't want you in my business.
I completely understand for your specific situation why you would say that. What I'm saying is just generally speaking.
Why?
If you have
what does it matter why? I said that I don't agree with the intensity of it, which is him living directly across the street. And
I have zero problem with it.
Okay.
I'm saying that it's all about the relationship you have with that person that's going to.
Like if y'all were cool.
If y'all are cool, there's nothing
How long does that take for that to happen? You have a husband and a wife who are breaking up and they're not on good terms. It's not like, you know what, we got kids together and we just realized we're both emotionally mature and we realize we're just not meant to be together. Let's just split up. You can live across the street. We're just going to be friends. We have a great relationship. That's not the case. And that's not the case in most cases where they break up. That's not most cases. So there is a level. The part of this is that part of the whole reason they're having all these issues is because they broke up and now they're both seeing other people. Like, you didn't even give yourself time to start moving on. You didn't give yourself time to start having these conversations and start to deal with these things. This is the problem with a lot of relationships, and especially celebrity relationships. Kim should have never been seeing Pete immediately after they were still married.
Well, this is why I feel like it's all orchestrated.
Right? And Kanye's out there with another girl and she looks like him. Like, bro, like this whole thing is just BS. Yeah. Like, y'all shouldn't even be in relationships right now. You have way too much going on. And why would a man... And I'm not saying I don't know anything about Pete for real, like, but I know he's got issues. He got branded. Why would a man of any quality say, "I want to walk into this"?
Let me get into this. Yes,
right. Like
this is what I'm saying.
Who would want to deal with Kanye when he's crazy?
Kanye.
That's like beefing with 50 Cent. You're never going to win. Right, like when 50 bought the front row tickets to Ja Rule's concert recently. Like
so no one showed up at his concert.
Like he bought all these tickets to Ja Rule's concert, so no one can. But this is years ago, but way after their beef.
But that's the level. That's the level, right?
If there's beef, we beef for
life.
No.
Okay, all right.
I mean, we beef for life.
Okay, my bad.
You feel me? That's how.
When I say after the beef, I'm talking about the beef had died down. But yeah, there's still
clearly not.
Nah,
but this is what I'm saying. This is why my mind. There's no way that it has to be orchestrated.
No logic.
You pick some random dude who's like, bro. You look at who Kim has been with. If you get Pete Davidson, it's like, bro. He don't even fit your mold. Like, you were with Ray J.
I think he's 27.
And you're with
27?
Kanye. Like, you don't know what Pete Davidson looks like?
No. I don't know who he is at all.
Yeah. Like, you look at, bruh, like, I mean, the whole Kardashian family. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, they've been with primarily black men, well-to-do, good-looking. And you look at Pete Davidson, he looks like MGK.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's weird.
Like,
well, and I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to judge him. This is one picture. He looks a little,
bro, that's him.
He looks a little disturbed.
That's him. That's what he looks like.
He looks a little disturbed.
That's him, and it's nothing against.
I'm not trying to,
who he
you know
is
what I'm
as a
saying, be
person
funny
or
or
anything
whatever.
like that. But it's just like, bro, why would any man want to walk into that and say, "I want to deal with this"? Right? Like, I wouldn't. Like, I don't care how bad you are. Yada yada.
Picture he sent Kanye.
Oh yeah,
yeah, Kim on there right there.
Oh yeah, he's weird. He's a weird guy,
bro. Like, why would you want that? And I mean, like, no man. Like, Kim is not the baddest thing in the world. Like, and he has stardom. He can go find whatever he wants.
Well, clearly.
He can go find whatever he wants.
Right.
Why would you want to deal with that?
So people genuinely think that this guy is in love with Kim? Is like, that's the thing?
I don't know.
It's a new thing. I mean,
they just got together.
I personally don't think it's going to last.
It's not.
It's definitely a prop type situation, as you all said, because doesn't make sense with her history. Plus, man, she's 40. She's 40 plus. He's 27. She has a family with kids.
Right. This is... Like, why can't we just see this for what? I don't know. I guess I just have a different perspective. Like, I look at stuff through a different lens because I'm not in this stuff.
Yeah.
Kanye, he's if it is set up, he's doing a great job. I mean, he's making.
Well, I'm not saying that Kanye set it up necessarily. I think that Kim and what's the mom name? Chris or Jen? Yeah, I think that they would manipulate. Yeah, they would manipulate Kanye more than Kanye would like necessarily set it up. But I mean, I think they're all too complicit to some degree. Yeah, because it's just like you know how Kanye's going to react, but he's also giving you what you ask for. Yeah. So I feel like. When it comes to branding and everything, you know, Kanye's going to take advantage of an opportunity, you know, but I think he genuinely does want his family back.
Right.
I'm not saying that that's fake. I'm just saying, you know, what do you think was going to happen? Like,
right.
You know, like it's everything about this is weird. Like, at what point was Kanye going to be okay with someone else being with Kim?
Right.
You know,
and around his girls, like we know, man, like men that are actually fathers and in their children's lives, we're very protective. Yeah. It's not just an easy thing to just be like, yeah, it's all good. Like, bro, I had a sit down with the girl that or the dude that is dating my ex because my children are around him, right? Like, I literally sat down with him multiple times. Like, yo, let's talk, man. Let's get to know each other. You know, like, this is not, you know, like I have to be protective, and it sucks because I'm not as close as I want to be. Right. So I understand where Kanye's coming from in that respect. Like, you got this 27-year-old dude with all these, the perception doesn't look good.
Yeah.
Right. So you got him around my children and he looks a little off. Like, I'm concerned. And then Kim just come back like, I'm a good mom and I can take care of them and da-da-da. I don't trust that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you know, I that's why I said I agree with a lot of what he's doing. I don't know if I agree with his intensity.
I got you. I mean, that didn't answer my question at all. But I mean,
how did it not?
No, actually, Steve, I do remember when you started, after he asked this question, you took it in the direction I was like, and I forgot.
Yeah, well, I asked as far as like being in a relationship with someone, and you're breaking up, like how would you, you know? But okay, it is what it is.
I mean, I was talking about my own personal experience. I mean, like,
I know, it just didn't answer my question. But whatever you were talking about
did answer your question.
It didn't answer it at all.
No, Steve, it did. He asked the question, and when you started talking, you went a completely different direction. And I said in my head, okay, that's weird. Maybe he's going to tie it in. And then we got off on our tangent, and we never did.
Yeah, but it's fine. I mean, this has been going on long enough. But